You're already about to pass out, aren't you? Hey, listen, if you need a blanket, I think we got some in the back there. And if you get this smell of bacon, don't be worried. We're not cooking anything. It's just me. When I sweat, the smell of bacon is real, and it can be overwhelming. So anyway, I just wanted to make you aware of those things. Hey, it's good to be in the house of the Lord, isn't it? Where Jesus is Lord and the worship is hot. Awesome. Thank you guys for leading us. And you know, we were singing about the fire of God, and I was like, Kiko, couldn't you have picked something cooler, you know, a cooler worship song? So right now, everybody just think about ice caps and igloos. And if you would, if you take one flap of your bulletin and shoot it up this way, that would be much appreciated. Hey, it's summertime, believe it or not, and with summertime comes a lot of fun. Folks go to the beach. That's the time when we have festivals and fairs, and those are fun. Anybody ever go to a circus? Sometimes you can catch a circus in the summertime. When I was a kid in Cincinnati, just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, it's a real small town, my parents took me to a circus one time, and it had this elephant out in front of the main tent. And it was an elephant that was held by just a piece of rope and a wooden stake. And it was crazy because I'm like, that elephant, if it took a notion, could just ransack this whole place. Why do they think that a little rope is going to hold that elephant? Well, then I found out through some research why a little rope and a wooden stake would hold the animal. You see, back when it was a baby, they used a very large chain and a metal stake driven way down deep into the ground. And just like you would expect a wild animal to do, that baby elephant would strain against that chain and it would pull against that metal stake. Time and time again it would do that, and to the point where it would bloody itself in its effort to get away. Well, after time, the elephant began to realize it could not budge that chain or that stake, and it was just too much pain, and so it would give up the effort. Day after day, the elephant would pull less and tug less until there was a day where it just gave up. The wound had caused too much pain. And as the elephant grew larger, they would decrease the measures incrementally of the chain and of the stake. By the time it was full grown, the elephant, because of the pain it had endured as a baby, had grown disheartened and stopped trying altogether. They no longer do that, thank God. That's kind of a bygone era, but how barbaric that they train that baby elephant to give up so that when it was an adult, it wouldn't have a thought to walk away. We've been talking in this series about coming up to breathe, where we kind of come to this place and we're seeking healing for our hurts, our habits, and our hang-ups. Now listen, this series isn't just about recovery ministry, although those of you who are in need of recovery can benefit greatly, but this is for all of us. This whole series is telling us how we can live our lives and do it in a healthy way so that we can have the best life God has for us.